Here we go. Hold on. Hey, everybody. Guess who? It's Lynn and Kim. I'm going to change my name to Lynn.
Hey. Okay.
How you doing today, Lynn?
I'm good. It's a busy day. Holy cow. We're just working our buns off here.
I know, and I'm still got some buns. I don't know what the deal is.
Well, that's good. You need something to sit on.
I know, yes. And I guess we need buns anyways because it gets cold up here in Michigan. So, today is the kickoff of our show. Even though we did a test run on Saturday evening, you're going to be hearing Lynn and I every Monday at around 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time-ish. And we could be on here for 10 minutes. We could be on here for 5 minutes. We can be on here for 30 minutes. But today we want to kick off with Bold's vision and the mission. Because you and I have been working very diligent at this, and we also have got some really we got some really cool news coming up. We're going to launch something.
Yeah. Lots.
We got a lot. We just got a lot going on for the year. A lot of marketing fun things, and for the hosts that do come on with us, and all sorts of stuff. So,
and the listeners, especially the listeners, because without the listeners, we wouldn't have anything.
Yeah, we're nothing.
That's
Anyways,
right.
so Lynn and I are going to launch a really. This started off as a real angst and a frustration for us, and it's near and dear to our heart. So we're going to launch a product, a program, I should say. I got to stop saying product. I want the P word, program, which Lynn and I will make the announcement next Monday on the show.
Mm-hmm.
However, that's all we're going to say. It's just something that has been very near and dear to our hearts. It's been an angst on our side. It's been a frustration for us.
And I think it's been a frustration for anybody who, podcaster, radio host. It's something that's needed that we didn't see out there. So we're thinking pretty highly of ourselves for coming up with this.
I know. We need to pet her. Well, that's what we talked about earlier on my show is, excuse me. We were talking about how, we as leaders and business owners and women and human beings, we don't pat ourselves enough on the back and give ourselves high-fi and things like that. So,
totally. We have to do that. So that's what we're doing. We've come up with this thing, this program. And, for anybody that's listening that has a podcast, a show, this is something that I've been seeing out there for sure. I'm sure you have, because we're in this world. And we're not seeing it, but we're seeing the frustration. So we're solving that need. We're solving the frustration.
Yes.
Is what we're going to do.
Yep, we are.
So,
and the frustration has been near and dear to our house. Yeah, so stay tuned. So we're going to launch that and talk about that next week. But today, let's talk about our overall vision, Lynn. You know what? It really we were dotting our I's and crossing our T's on this vision and mission and answering these questions yesterday, and I did a lot of work on it. Let me tell you, I was like, you came back to me, you're like, okay, I was just going to go in and add my 5 cents or 10 cents worth, and you're like, Kim, you really covered it. I'm like, I did? Oh my God, we really do think alike. We really are on the same page. This is so cool.
Yeah, well, and that's the thing. Sometimes when you partner with people, which I know you have, mm-hmm. and you have really different ideas or a vision of the way things should go, and it could be a real struggle. And yeah, I went in there to work on this document because it's really important to us that we have a vision. I mean, obviously you're not going to get anywhere if you don't have a vision, but I go in there and I'm reading everything that you wrote, and I'm like, yeah, I have nothing to add. You've pretty much covered it all. Yep. So
awesome.
It definitely does it's good to know. It's reassuring because you're like, okay, well, we have the same idea now. We can get down to the nitty gritty, the juicy part of now. What do we do with this?
Yep, absolutely. So before we go any further, Lynn is behind the scenes, kind of, I guess, laughing, not at me, but with me. I'm producing our show today. This is really funny. I'm producing our show today. So Lynn, there is one thing I want to. I would like to do. Now, again, I'm producing the show, so I can do something like this. It goes like this. So, Lynn, here's what I say to you.
I don't know what you're going to do.
I just made some clapping noise for you.
Ah. Woohoo.
Yeah, isn't that neat? Woohoo. So I gave some sound effects to you. Anyways, all right, let's move forward. Enough of my goofiness for Monday afternoon. All right.
Look at that, how talented we are. We can do shows. We can whip up stuff. We can produce.
Woo, woo, woo. I know. Amazing. All right, so let's talk about our overall vision, because a lot of people really don't know what our overall vision is and what we offer and whom we work with. And so, Bold Radio Station, Bold Radio Station, bottom line, is for the business owner who want to amplify their message with a marketing opportunity that is connected, organized, and unbelievably passionate. And you and I are really passionate about radio, the platform of radio, the strong medium of radio and broadcasting. And I learned so much from you every single day. You've been doing this a heck of a lot longer than I have. And I learned so much. And I just hope I can be around for, 7, 8, 9, 10 years. You're not 9, 10 years yet, but I mean, your 8th year, to follow in your footsteps as well.
What do you mean hope?
I will be.
Hope.
Well, I'm 54, so I'm 56.
Do you plan on dying soon?
God, I said I was 54. Oh my God, Kim, get with the program here. You don't know your own age. So again, Bold Radio Station. You know what? It is about the the power of the voice. The power of the voice is so. I mean, that's the first thing we all do when we come out of the when we're birthed and come out of that birth canal. Is we make that noise. So our voices are very powerful. And I say this all the time, Lynn. Our voices, we can either heal or we can harm.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Definitely. And we're definitely here to heal.
Yes.
And conversation is the key to so much of what's going on in the world. Really. Communication and getting ideas out there, conversation, that's what begins healing and connectedness. And so the voice is really, really powerful. And you're right. This is for somebody who's absolutely passionate. And when I started, I don't know why you started, or I forgot. I don't know. But I started not because I always wanted to have my own show or anything like that. It was really as a means to an end to launch my new coaching practice. And nobody had shows. Nobody had shows when I started. And they were out there. It's not like they didn't exist, but I didn't know the way you meet people now. And nobody had a show. And I thought, okay, well, this is a great way to get my message out about my coaching practice, not realizing, holy cow, how much I love it, how much fun it is, and how the return on investment could be so vast. Like, it's huge. You don't really know how you can gain, what the return will be, whether it is a good friend, whether it's potential business partner, whether it is a client. You just don't know what it's going to be, but it had grabbed me, and here I am, like 8 years later, and it's really taken over a lot of what I do. It's a big part of me. Yeah, and it's just innate, and probably because I I'm a talker, and I've always been told I'm a talker, and I talk a lot. So it's served me well.
Yeah, I love radio. I think I said to you over the weekend, oh my God, I'm feeling so mucky and ucky. I'm like a fish out of water because I didn't do my show all of February because of everything that, this transition that we were going through. And it worked out well because at 1 week I was not feeling well. I was sick and, the occupational hazard of radio. But I was so happy to get back on. I'm on twice today. Yeah, gosh, nothing in moderation with Kim. I mean, okay,
Yep.
let's take a month off and then, okay, let's hit 2 shows in one day.
Yeah.
Well,
That's what we are. We're bold.
I know we are bold. We don't just sit back and do things. So let's share a little bit with everybody what we did that we do. We here, Lynn and I have created a beautiful, large visibility platform for the business owner. And this is all about the business owner who is desiring to take themselves to a larger platform. They realize in their business that they are wanting more visibility. They already have a lot of visibility, but they either need to ramp the visibility up or take that visibility and really, as a quote unquote I like to use, is caramelize it.
Yeah, you use that word a lot.
I know. It's like put that caramel in your mouth and caramelize it.
What the hell does that mean?
So if you have a piece of caramel and you ever put that, like a square caramel in your mouth and you suck on it and mill it around and it melts and it tastes so good.
You mean a caramel?
Caramel. You can tell you're Canadian and I'm American.
Yeah.
It's so funny. Wait a minute. Say the word, what was it in our team call today? You said progress. Is it progress? You say a word that starts with P and you say it with your your slight Canadian accent. And I'm like, yep, she's Canadian.
Now I don't. Oh, I wish I knew what the word was.
I'll have to remember next time. Process, progress. I don't know. I'll point it out next time. I'm like, yeah, that's it. That's it. Sounds really cool.
So yes, you're right. That's what we do. We are here to get you to the next level, to give you that visibility. It's you can get more because you can hear someone's voice, you can hear the tone, you can feel the energy, you can feel the excitement, you can feel the seriousness, everything. You get more emotion in voice, and more than you can with writing. Writing is somewhat limited. Not that I don't love it, but it is somewhat limiting. So with a voice, you can hear so much more. You get a little bit of more of an idea of what somebody is like, the words they use, the tone, the energy, all that stuff. And I just think it is such a great opportunity and platform. So yeah, we provide that. We provide this platform for people who are serious. Yep. They're in it. They're, go big or go home. They're in it. They want to take themselves to a bigger platform. They want to reach more people with their message. They want to be more visible.
That's the Canadian word. No, I'm just kidding.
Visible. They really want to they want to shake things up. Maybe things have gotten a little bit stale, or they've reached a plateau.
Yep.
And they want to go in a different direction.
Yes, absolutely. I love having a radio show because, first of all, I'm like you. I do much better talking than I do writing, even though I've done both. And
that's for sure.
Yep, and I love showcasing other business owners. I love showcasing them. I mean, and we do this. I say every week I'm only going to go for 45 minutes. I did pretty good today. I went for 47, because I hear a lot of people say, 60 minutes long and that's too long. No, okay, 60 minutes is not too long because I'll tell you what. I don't always.
Well, sometimes it is. If somebody's boring.
Yeah, it depends upon the guest, and yeah, I agree.
And the host.
But something. I don't always get to be here when our shows are live. So you know what I do when I'm folding laundry? I listen to the shows. If I'm chopping and dinner, I'm listening to the shows. It's so more enlightening for me, so to speak. But I don't think 60 minutes is too long. I've every week I try to do 30 minutes. I've been guests in 30-minute shows. I've tried to do an interview in 30 minutes, and
It's hard.
it's very difficult. And it's not that my guest and I are being long-winded. I mean, we covered 3 steps today on how to do epic shit in your life.
Yeah, that was a good show.
Yeah, thank you. And then
Yeah.
I have a couple questions that I always swing towards my guests, to get in more to that real life position. Not
Yeah.
that they're not being real, because they are. And then, they have to let everyone know how they need to get in touch with them. And by the time you wrap the show up, it's like 47 minutes. And we're not tap dancing. I mean, I didn't think we were tap dancing that much today. I thought we were pretty point blank and to the point and so
It does go fast sometimes.
it does. I admire.
You're wrapping up the show and your guest is going, wow, that was an hour already.
Oh my God, I said that a couple times today. So I admire people that can do 30-minute shows. I will say vocally and publicly out loud here, I've been guest on those shows and I feel very rushed.
Yeah,
That's me.
sometimes
That's
I
me.
have too. I've
Yep.
been interviewed on quite a few, different platforms. And I think that if you have an experienced host, I think if they really have their format down, then I haven't. But that does take some talent. Absolutely. I think it really takes good talent and focus. And I don't know. I have, like you said, there is times where I have felt a little rushed and felt like we didn't get to some important things. Yeah, if you really want to get into things, God, 50 minutes, man.
Yeah. I really do. I say every week to myself, we're gonna go 45
Yeah, me
minutes.
too.
We're gonna go 40. And I today I did it. I think I did it like around 40, 47. I think, and it was good. It was a fast moving show. And
It was.
I think it's a mindset. People get tripped on that number. That
Yeah.
60 number.
Yeah. And I think it depends on what you're doing. But like you said, you can do so many other things now while you're listening. Yeah, I'll bring up a show, a podcast. I know plenty of people, friends that have shows and podcasts, and you put it on play, and I do some work at my desk while I'm listening. And now that there's so many more ways to listen to shows, man, it's incredible. And now with Apple coming out with Apple, I can't remember what they're calling it. Apple Play? No, Google Play. Now with Google and Apple in, partnership with car manufacturing companies, holy cow, this is really a great time to be in it because you're really going big.
Yeah.
You're really going big. So, and we provide everything you need because it's not necessarily a simple thing. I mean, there's different ways that you can do a show. I've done it all. I've done it on my own. I've done it through different platforms. I've done it like simple, cheap, where it hasn't cost me a dime to do it. But you know what is really important, I think? Content and quality sound.
Yep. Quality sound, content, quality sound, and content. None of those come first before the other. Yeah, I agree.
That's right.
I agree. I
Yeah.
really agree. And I believe that every one of our guests bring content to the table. I think it's our responsibility as the Fred Astaire of the dance to guide that and to bring that out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So we really provide that. That's what we do. That we provide this platform for people to go big and not having to be techie or anything like that. We provide this platform. We provide education. We provide resources. We provide all of that.
Yeah.
All of that. We're tuned in to what's going on all the time, what's changing. Because unless you're really in it, it's hard to know. This is a fast-paced world in radio and podcasting. For people that just listen that are listeners, but those of us who host shows that have podcasts, it's fast-paced.
Yes. Yeah.
There's a lot going on behind the scenes, a lot. So we really keep up on what is going on to help and educate and brainstorm and provide all of that.
And you will never move me from radio. You will never convince me. And I'm going to say this, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with this, because I have very near and dear colleagues and very special people in my life that are podcasters. You'll never get me to podcast. You will not. It's radio, or I'm going home. It's radio, or forget it. And that's me. That's my opinion. That is me.
But you're sort of a podcaster too.
Yes, we are. Yeah. We start live, and then we record, and then we become podcasters. So guess what? We're the best of both worlds, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like
absolutely.
That.
Yeah, I've done it. Recorded on my own. I've done it. I've done it all. So, I do like radio. I do like it. It's a different muscle.
It really is. And it's a muscle that's been around for a long time. And it's a fun muscle. And it's a nice meaty muscle. So let's talk a little bit, how do we do this? Oh my God, Lynn. I mean, I know, we do provide a VIP service. And, for the momentum and growth and support for our hosts. And that piece, by the way, I don't really want to elaborate too much more, but what I was going to say is because that's part of this product that we are going to launch. But,
yes.
We want to teach people how to become awesome radio hosts. But with that being said, they can take stuff that we are going to teach them and apply it if you're a podcaster, if you are a mom, a dad. So in other words, a lot of stuff that we're going to teach them, you can use in other areas of your life, other areas of your business. So it is geared towards radio broadcasting, but you'll be able to implement a lot more in other areas of your business as well, which I'm excited about.
I'm excited about everything that we do, really, because we really provide. What?
I'm going to start calling you the Ever Ready Bunny.
That's what my husband calls me.
The Energizer, the Ever Ready Bunny Energizer. Mm-hmm.
We really provide a complete service for people. So, one of the main things, though, that we do is we provide a team and we provide support to hosts as they approach their launch. So, and we provide ongoing support and growth and ideas and education and things like that. But we really, there's a lot of people that want to do this, but they put it off because they don't know how to get started. They don't know where to begin. They don't know what to do. They'd like to have a show. It seems so daunting and overwhelming, so they put it off. We have a couple hosts that I know have said to me when they contacted, I've been thinking about this for 2 years.
Oh, wow.
But I just didn't know. It just seemed so daunting. And, as humans, if something seems so big, it's so easy to put it off. So we really provide everything. You just need to show up and shine. You just need to share your expertise. We provide you your technical team, your support, everything to get you launched and out there.
And that's what we do. Lynn, I, for years, said, I was working with this one woman, and I said for a couple of years, oh my God, I want a radio show. And, the platform that I started out on, and when I was saying to this woman was, I'm just going to go to Blog Talk Radio, where everyone else is, and start my show there. And you know what? This woman was one of my strategic marketing type coach. She talked me out of it. She talked me out of it for a long time. And it was somebody else I was working with. Actually, I wasn't working with, but I was just having a conversation with her. I said, I'm really not the writer. I said, I can submit a chapter to a book. Make me slow down. I got to mill it around in my heart and head for a week or two, and then I can sit down and whip those babies out. But to make me slow down and write like that, I don't strive to write. I don't like crave to write. I just don't. But I crave to talk and to be on the radio. Well, my friend, that one day I was saying that, I'm like, oh my God. And she goes, well, what are you doing? And I'm like, I got talked out of it all the time. And I bought into the talking out of it and bought into some fears. And, and she goes, just do it. And I'm like, okay. okay, but you're going to be my first guest and you got to help me market it. And my first show, we had 600 listeners internationally. Yeah, it was insane.
Holy shit.
Oh yeah. Yep. Yeah, it was
Wow.
insane.
Well, that marketing person is somebody who had no vision and really had no business being a marketing person.
Yes. So, needless to say, that's how I got started. But I had no support. I mean, I was sitting here in my studio, my office, all by myself, managing my show and
yeah, me
things
too.
like that. And you know what? And sitting here today, quite frankly, I'll be honest with you, I'm forgetting that I'm also producing this show. And I'm like, okay, Kim, not only do you have to listen to what Lynn is saying and bring stuff to the show, watch the board. Kim, watch the board. Kim, okay, where did that board go? Oh, wait a minute, come on back. So that's what was going on. And if we had any technical difficulties, I was SOL, shit out of luck, because nobody was there to help me. I mean, I could send an email, and then I was managing everything, and I was building a business, my online presence. I'm like, this is freaking crazy. I don't want to become a jackstress of all trades and try to master nothing at all. So that's how Bold Radio, that's how I launched Bold Radio was, gosh, if I'm saying that, and Lynn, you even get it, for 2 years. But, to take that leap, we'll catch you. We won't let you fall. Come leap over here at Bold Radio Station. We will catch you. We will not let you fall.
Yeah, and that includes the momentum part of it, because and the motivation part of it, because after a while it can become a little, and like you, I started on Blog Talk Radio because I had a business coach. He had a show, and I was like, just in awe. You have a radio show? And he was like, yeah, you can too. And I was like, really? And I found myself at Blog Talk Radio, and I thought, wow, this is amazing. But yeah, you're doing it by yourself. There was nobody at the time that taught. Now you see a lot of people teaching you how to get set up and what's required in iTunes and graphics and all of that stuff. And there was no one around that I could ask. No one I knew had a show. And you figure all that out on your own, and about, bumpers and and so it's not like it is now. And, it's hard enough when you're an entrepreneur at home. You sort of feel very isolated. So don't be isolated having a show. It's so much fun.
Yeah,
so we're here to definitely provide all that, so you're not alone, and keep you going. And because sometimes, like, I think after I'd done it for a while, a year and a half, I think, I was like, okay, I got to stop this. Like, it was just, I got to take a break.
Yeah.
And I did for almost a year, I think. And then I was like, oh my God, I need a show again. So that's when I knew, okay, I'm hooked. It is tough.
I don't think I could ever take a break for a year. I don't think I'd even could take a break for a couple of months. I mean, I just
not now.
Yeah,
not
a
now,
month of that, I was like going, oh, and I think I took a month off last summer and just played pre-records, and I was like, ugh. God, this is I gotta get back on the radio show. But yeah, exactly. We don't let you fall. We are here to springboard you into higher platforms of visibility as a business owner. And so who do we do this for? This is a business owner that is serious. You guys, you're so serious about your business, and you're craving for something more. You want to learn for something more, and it's interesting. I keep using your word, Lynn, craving.
It's a good word.
Yeah, it is a really good word. And they want more. They realize they're at a plateau in their business, and they need to take the next step. And it's through marketing and visibility. And they know that media is the way to do it. And don't get me wrong, radio is not the only form of media. There's multiple forms of media out there, but I'm going to say to everybody is, pick your form and really, really caramelize it. I mean, really, yes, there I go again. And I'm talking food because I'm hungry. And really, really work it and grow it. And remember, here at Bold Radio, our shows are live and then we record them. And that's, we get the best of both worlds. We're live broadcasters, then we become podcasters. Oh, God, I never, that's the first time I ever said that. But those shows have a shelf life. They have a shelf life. And I was just talking with someone earlier today, and it's like we don't have to continuously reinvent the wheel, reinvent content. So my analogy is reinventing the wheel. The wheel's already invented. We may need to just go to the store and get some better oil for that wheel for this year. Maybe we used a different oil last year, or maybe we took a spoke out and put a new one in to make that wheel go better, or we added more air. That's my analogy of we don't have to recreate our content. Take your content, use it again in a year from now, put a different graphic on it, change the title, and go. I don't know why business owners have got to make this so difficult on themselves and keep reinventing. No, you don't. No, you don't. And no, you don't. And by the way, by saying that, podcasters, you guys are amazing. I'm in awe. But nothing is for free. So if anyone out there is thinking I can't afford a radio show, I'm going to podcast because it's free. Podcasting is not free. You have to have equipment. And then your so-called free, that turns into your time. You have to do editing, uploading, managing the guests, following up, blah, 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 and oh my God, and so much more. So,
well, you could do it for free. I did it, but
how did you do it for free?
The quality is not great. The sound quality isn't great. And we know if we listen to something and it sounds crappy, we don't like listening to it. We'll click off.
Yeah. How did you do it for free, Lynn? How did you do it?
I did it over the phone.
Oh, I love it.
I am so freaking resourceful.
Yes, you are.
That I found a way to record calls, created my own intros and exits, found a way that I could have them on a board, sort of a soundboard to play them, record the calls, upload them to my host, because you need a host. I mean, if whether you come to us or whether you're a podcaster and do it on your own, you need a hosting site to host your shows, especially if you want to, well, not especially, you have to. And if you want to upload it to iTunes, it's free to have an iTunes account, a page, a show page. But it needs somewhere to draw from. So, you're either spending some time or you're spending some money. So, I had to create those things myself. But when it came down to it, I was able to do it, but I couldn't reach that many because I couldn't be across too many platforms, as opposed to all the platforms we cover, iTunes, Spreaker, YouTube, all of that. So, I mean, unless I wanted to, and some people aren't techie. Like, I like to be a little techie. I like to figure things out.
Yes.
But if you're not a techie person, you're not going to reach an audience. So there is a way to do it, but you're spending a lot of time. And sometimes that is not, I don't think it's a great way thing to spend, because it's just you when you're starting your business, and every time is valuable if you're building your business.
Yeah.
So, and it just doesn't sound great. I did it for a really short period of time until I figured out what I wanted to do and what was going to come to me, and you came to me. So I was able to launch on Bold after that. So, but it's not great. It's not great. That's not the way I would have chose to do it, but I was so wanting to be, to have a show.
Yeah.
And it didn't sound great at all. It wasn't serious. If you want to be serious, that is the difference. If you want to really be serious, and, maybe money can be a factor, but it doesn't have to be, really. And if you're serious, you figure it out. You find a way. There's always a solution. There's always a way if you want it bad enough.
There's plenty of ways. If you want it bad enough, there's so many ways. There's sponsorships. There's advertisers. Mm-hmm. There's just so many ways.
Which we help with.
Yep. There's so many ways to help with your investment. Okay, wait a minute. So I want to share with everybody, we're here for the serious business owner. Seriously, no fooling around here, even though we have fun. This is for the business owner that wants to be taught in broadcasting to be successful and really ramp things up in their lives and in their business with the visibility and the marketing. So I'm going to say this. If you want more visibility, radio is a really great, strong medium to get it, but you better be ready for the visibility. Be very serious and be ready. I mean, we'll stand there by your side. We will help you. We will support you, but you also have to push your sleeves up and be willing to work, too, as well. And you have to be serious about this because
you have to.
Yeah. I mean, just like you are about your business. If you're not serious about your business, then don't come knocking at our door for a radio show because it's just, you got to be serious. We've got a full team in place. We've got producers. Our two producers, Dami and Nesha, are amazing. We've got, maybe we should call her Mama Ingrid. Mama Ingrid is like the wheel to Bold Radio. If Ingrid doesn't have it or know about it, nobody does. I mean, so she's the one that keeps things all together for us.
Totally.
So we could just maybe start calling her Mama Ingrid. She'll laugh at that.
Totally. She keeps everybody organized. She, manages our calendars. We have this full team, but we are extremely professional.
Yep.
We are extremely organized. We are passionate. We're experienced. We have a vision. We are connected to so many people. That is what we bring. We bring our 11 plus years of experience, and just our drive to stand apart from everything else, and to bring that to the people that want to, who have the same vision for themselves and for their business. And maybe that is going to be your business. Maybe your show is your business. For some people it is, but a lot of people start out that it's, part of their business. So we don't want this to be that it's another thing to do. It's part of your business and you treat it equally important as everything else in your business. And it has to be that way.
Yep, absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. So, Lynn, we've been on the air now for about almost 40 minutes. So I
know we got to wrap this up, man.
We got to wrap this up. I know you see this, and we promise we're not going to go on and on and on forever on Mondays. Lynn and I are going to be coming out here anywhere from 15 to 30 minutes. But today was our first one. We're excited. Please stop on by www.boldradiostation.com. Take a look at our website, listen to some shows, meet the host. Come on over. Our website will take you over to Spreaker, where our platform is that we're broadcasting. Follow us, like us, hug us, kiss on us, whatever.
Send us gifts, money.
Yep, send us gifts, money, exactly.
Whatever you want. Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is really, this show is to talk about what's coming up at Bold. And this show is for podcasters, broadcasters, people who want to know. We're going to talk about what's going on out there in the world of online radio and podcasting. What's going on? What's new? If you do shows, if you host your own show, this is where we're going to talk about things. We're going to what's new, what's coming down the pike, what changes are happening. This is this is where we're going to share that information on top of what we're doing.
Yep, we'll be making some bold news announcements, and we'll having some hosts on here to talk about why they're broadcasting. We got a lot up our sleeve. Oh, boy. Gosh, I don't think a year is enough time.
I know, eh? I know.
All right, well, we got to wrap this up because you and I have to move on to another appointment. We're just rocking it today like crazy on Monday. I'm going to collapse tonight. All good, but... Thank you, everyone, for joining Lynn and I. And Lynn, thank you for you. Again, I still love talking about this, and I'm going to talk about this forever. It was January 25th on a Monday evening, and it was Tuesday, January 26th morning when I got up and got that email from you. And it has evolved. I just, whoever would have thought that this relationship would evolve to this point. And I love how, call it whatever you want, God, the universe, has that transpiring plan in place for us. And I love it.
Oh, yeah, it knew before we did.
Oh, hell yes. It knew long way before we did.
Yeah.
Yes. Mm-hmm. So we
caught...
I'm sorry, Lynn, go ahead.
No, we caught up.
Yeah, we
We got the message pretty quickly.
Yeah, we did. So everyone going on out there, make it a great bold day. Stop on by, visit us, reach out, say hi to Lynn and I. You can find us all over social media. Lynn Brunette, LINEBRUNET on Facebook. I'm Kim Boudreau, BOUDREAU Smith on Facebook. Stop by the Bold Radio Station page. Just swing on by. We're around. Just say hey.
Yeah, reach out. We love to connect with new people, so reach out, say hi.
Absolutely. Yeah. All right, so make it a great day, and we'll hear you right the same place and time next week.
That's right.
Take care.
Rock on.